Hello, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on from where you're joining. We will be starting this webinar shortly in a couple of minutes. Please wait while we are letting other attendees to join. Meanwhile, I want to confirm from all the attendees if they are able to see our screen. Maybe you can use the reactions. Thank you. So we'll be starting the webinar in a couple of minutes. So please stay with us. So thank you everyone once again for joining. We will be starting this webinar in another 1 minute. Please stay with us. So hello everyone once again. We welcome all of you to this webinar on Zoho Books for accounting and financial management. We'll be starting this webinar now. Before I start this webinar, just a couple of items. This webinar is being recorded and we'll be posting the link to this recording to all those who are attending. And this recording will be available for you to view it later on demand. And during this webinar, if you want to ask any question, we have this Q&A box here. Please use the Q&A tab in the meeting for asking your questions. So let's get started with the webinar now. Let me give a brief introduction of myself and my colleague who is taking the webinar today. My name is Sunil Khanna. I'm principal consultant with Dhruvsoft. I come with over 30 plus years of experience in different ERP and CRM systems, and we are working on Zoho for last 10 plus years. And we have Naveen. He is our senior Zoho consultant with over 5 plus years of experience on Zoho related applications. So before I talk about Zoho, let me give you a brief introduction about Dhruvsoft, what we do at Dhruvsoft. Dhruvsoft is your digital transformation partner. We are a company established in 2009. We have done more than 500 plus projects till now. We have more than 100 plus consultants in our team. We work on doing digital transformation for companies like yours. We work with you to do ERP, CRM implementations or do the AI related projects in your organizations. Our important partnerships include Zoho, Salesforce, Oracle NetSuite, which is an ERP, Google and AWS. We are an advanced partner of Zoho and a Zoho Creator certified partner. We work in almost all industries, but we have done most of the projects in these industries, including healthcare, pharma, life sciences, professional services, IT, software companies, startup companies, technology companies, real estate or property related businesses, the companies that are into manufacturing or non-profit companies. So these are some of the industries that we regularly work on. If you look at the services that we offer to our clients, we are into consulting. So we do IT consulting. We help you with your technical architecture, system assessment, or product evaluation. That helps in terms of digital transformation. And our core focus is on doing the ERP, CRM, related projects. So whether it's an implementation, it's an optimization, support, migration, we work on the ERP CRM space on these services. And if you look at the enterprise processes that we handle, so right from marketing, sales, ARAP, supply chain, or finance, core finance, or manufacturing, HR, we work almost on all the processes. Our core partnerships earlier, as I mentioned, like our Salesforce, Oracle NetSuite, and Zoho. If you are from finance, which I believe most of you are from, actually, Oracle NetSuite is an ERP targeted towards mid-sized to enterprise companies, and Zoho is also an ERP. And Zoho Books is one of the applications which is of interest, which we'll be talking about today, actually. So having given you the introduction about Dhruvsoft, let me now give you an introduction to Zoho. If you look at Zoho, Zoho is a company which was established more than 27 years before. So it's a company which is an Indian company which has developed a SaaS product for world, and its products are used in more than 150 plus countries. They have 15,000 plus employees. They have their applications used by more than 100 million users. If you look at their portfolio of applications, Zoho Books is part of that, actually. So they have more than 55 applications in their portfolio. The key applications being the CRM applications like Zoho CRM, or marketing applications like Zoho Campaigns or Zoho Marketing Automation, finance applications like Zoho Books or Zoho Inventory. Similarly, we have productivity application called Zoho Workplace, and we have Zoho Creator, which can help you develop any kind of custom application. So we have 55 plus applications for different functions within the organization, that are there with Zoho, and all of these are connected applications. So it gives you like an enterprise platform or an ERP for your organization. So let's now, after introducing Zoho to you, let's now see, what Zoho Books is about, actually. So once again, before I move forward, I want to highlight here, in case you have any questions, please use Q&A box here, and we will be taking up these questions at the end of this webinar and answering all the questions. So let's now look at Zoho Books. What is Zoho Books, and how it actually helps, actually. So Zoho Books is a cloud-based accounting software. So one major difference is, it's a cloud-based software. It's not like something which is on-premise, which is installed in your office. So it's cloud-based, so you have to access it over internet, and you can access it from anywhere. That's one of the greatest advantage, with security, of course. And it's a design for small to mid-size operations, while some of the large enterprises also use Zoho Books. Primarily, it helps you automate your core accounting tasks, your financial visibility, and it helps you stay compliant with the tax regulations. So irrespective of from which country you come from, Zoho Books has a flavor for your region or your country. For example, we have a Zoho Books for India. We have a Zoho Books for Middle East countries. We have a Zoho Books which is applicable for North American countries or European countries. So you have different flavors that comply with the local tax regulations. And all this you can do in a single platform. So let's look at some of the key benefits that Zoho Books offers, actually. Starting with streamlining your core accounting operations, okay? Whether you're looking for your day-to-day accounting, or you're looking for your accounting reports generation, everything that's something, that core accounting related operations you can completely streamline with Zoho Books. It helps you with giving the financial visibility in real time. So everybody has access to Zoho Books, whether it's a person who is doing the transactions, entering the transactions, or a person who is a manager and who's approving the transactions, or a person who is like the management person who is actually having, want to see like how's my overall business, how much revenue we have generated, what are the expenses, how much profit we have made. So at a management level, it gives you the complete financial visibility in real time actually. Zoho Books helps you with tax compliance very easily. So if you are, say, for example, from India, so you can have the GST, which is the Indian tax actually system. So you can have this GST compliance, in the system. It has, complete integration with the GST portal. You don't need to log in somewhere else to comply with it actually. So whether it's e-invoicing or, submitting your GST related, returns, you can do everything from within this system actually. Another core benefit is like you can improve your billing or invoicing efficiency with the help of Zoho Books. So these are some of the key benefits actually. Now let's look at who are the main users of Zoho Books, who use Zoho Books mostly actually. So Zoho Books, of course, is most popular with small to mid-sized businesses, companies having even 2 or 3 employees, or a single person company also can use Zoho Books, or even companies with very large set of employees, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 employees also can use actually Zoho Books. So it's a simple accounting solution. So even large enterprises, if they are looking for simple accounting solution, they use Zoho Books actually. A lot of professional services firms or the consultants use Zoho Books because it has an integrated project management solution along with it actually, that can streamline your project related billing actually. And of course, your accountants, the finance professionals also use it not only for themselves, they also use it for their clients actually. So Zoho Books also has a version which can be used by the accountants who can basically manage their practice using Zoho Books as well actually. If you look at what are the reasons you should choose Zoho Books, some of the reasons of course include that it is cloud-based, it is easily accessible, unlike some of the traditional softwares like Tally, which have now come up with cloud-based versions, but usually traditionally you will have to host it somewhere. It used to make it very slow, and finally it's not like a true cloud-based solution. But with this, the Zoho Books was born in the cloud. It comes up with the very easy to use, user-friendly interface, which we'll be showcasing in a demo very shortly. So very easy to use interface is there. It is very affordable. It is scalable. You can start with a small plan, and as your company grows, you can move over to a higher plan as well actually. And last but not the least is it provides you multi-currency global support actually. And the platform that we are talking about, it is highly available and it supports the mobility. So you can have a web-based access, you can have a mobile-based access, so you can access the Zoho Books from your iOS or Android devices, and you have an offline mode capability and all, also which will be seamlessly syncing with the server actually. So these are some of the reasons, why you should choose Zoho Books, why Zoho's platform is, one of the reasons that you should go for it actually. Now, after introducing Zoho Books to you, let us see what are the key features of Zoho Books. And after the key features, we'll give you a brief demonstration of Zoho Books. But let's first see the key features of Zoho Books. Let me take you through that. So let me start with the smart invoicing. So one of the very, very powerful feature that we have in Zoho Books is the way you can invoice. Actually, you can have a very professional invoice created in seconds. You can have features like recurring billing. For example, for any client, you do recurring billing, you are on a retainership and you want to do automated billing. Actually, you can do that. And more important, you can do dunning with the help of automated payment reminders and all. Actually, you can see how is your how many bills are pending from your clients for 15 days, 30 days, and all that you can see very easily. So invoicing is very, very smart. In fact, it's so easy to use that Zoho also has carved out a separate product actually, which is called Zoho Invoice. In their financial applications, apart from Zoho Books, they have a product called Zoho Invoice, which is exclusively for invoicing. So you can use that particular product only for invoicing. So if you don't want to use any accounting, you only want to do invoicing, you can use Zoho Invoice as a separate module itself. So smart invoicing is one of the very, very important and key feature actually. The other feature that I would like to talk about is banking and reconciliation. Actually, you can connect your bank for real-time feeds. That's very important. So Zoho Books connects with hundreds of banks, depending on from which region you are. And in case you cannot connect, you can always upload your bank statements. And it has automated AI-based reconciliation feature that help you match the transactions effortlessly. So you don't have to match in each and every transactions one by one manually. It gives you auto suggestions. In fact, it auto matches wherever it finds a perfect match. And very, very effective tool. We ourselves use Zoho Books in our own company as well, wherein we find this as one of the key features. We have multiple bank accounts. We have connected all of them with Zoho Books, and bank reconciliation is like a cakewalk for you actually. The other feature that you look at, which is very, very important feature, is related to expense and purchase management. So with the help of Zoho Books, you can easily track, you can easily categorize all the expenses that you have with ease actually. And in case your organization is also using another Zoho applications, which is called Zoho Expense, which is for expense tracking. So you can give access for Zoho Expense to your employees who typically do expenses on behalf of organization. Say, for example, those who are traveling or those who are purchasing items on behalf of your organizations at an individual level. So you can use Zoho Expense to track their expenses, and you can push those transactions also in Zoho Books for accounting purpose. So you don't have to do any double entry actually at the accounting team level actually, because those bills and those expenses can be easily approved, tracked in one single Zoho Finance ecosystem as well actually. So you can easily track, categorize your expenses with these. All your vendor bills, the purchases, the purchase orders that you want to send to your vendors, you can manage your approvals. And I want to highlight here is at Dhruvsoft, we have also developed an extension to this, wherein you can also, I would say an extension. This extension helps you also manage the purchase requisitions within the organization and convert those purchase requisitions into purchase orders for the vendors. So this is another very, very critical and important feature. Another feature that we look in Zoho Books, which is very important, I previously also talked about is the tax compliance. So whether you are from, say, Middle East where you have VAT, or whether you are in any other country where you have sales tax, or in India you have GST, it basically automatically tracks it, calculate your VAT, sales tax, or GST, and it generates your tax related reports directly from within the system. And it also uploads the returns, etc., directly from within the system, depending on where you are actually. Some of the other features include the inventory tracking. Zoho Books plans, like the higher level plans, have the inventory management, where you can manage your inventory, your stock level, your reorder level. We have a separate module also in case you don't want to use books and you only want to manage inventory. We have a module called Zoho Inventory. So within the Zoho Finance platform, we have Zoho Inventory also as a separate module actually. And the other feature include the reports, dashboards. We have more than 50 financial reports, including your profit and loss, balance sheet, the cash flow statements, the aging statements, both on the AP side and AR side actually. All those reports are available, and they're very, very much customizable. You can, create your own reports, dashboards to monitor the key performance indicators that you are looking for. Another very, very powerful feature, I've seen many clients not using this, but it is very powerful, is the client and the vendor portal. You can give access to your clients to the transactions that you're doing with them or your vendors also. So this will help you help you interact with your clients or your vendors through the portal that you have created with Zoho Books. They can log in, they can see the quotes that you're submitting to them. They can see the invoices, they can see the complete transaction history. So whether it's a customer or it's a vendor, they will have an access to the client or the vendor portal. Last but not the least is the integration with Zoho Books. Integration of Zoho Books with the third-party applications. So Zoho Books works seamlessly with the other systems. For example, Zoho CRM, which is from the Zoho ecosystem itself actually, or even the other applications like different payment gateways, Office 365, G Suite, etc. So you have seamless integrations that are available with them actually. So after having introduced Zoho Books and explaining you about the key features of Zoho Books, let us now move over to a live demo of Zoho Books. Once again, I want to remind that in case you have any questions, please write down your questions in the chat Q&A box here, and we'll be taking up those questions at the end of this webinar. Meanwhile, I will ask my colleague Naveen to showcase Zoho Books to you. Naveen, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sunil, for giving brief introduction about the Zoho Books. Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. So now I will give the brief about the Zoho Books live demonstration. I'm sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah. So basically, this is the login page of the Zoho Books. This is the home dashboard for the Zoho Books login. So once you log in into the Zoho Books, you will get the dashboard related information. So in the dashboard information, you will get what is your total receivables, what is your total payables, as well as the cash flow expenses related information. So the dashboard will give overall picture about your accounting related information. So we can restrict this dashboard as per user level permission. So like as a higher authorities, we can provide this dashboard permission. For lower, normal accounting purpose, we can restrict that one. By using of this dashboard, we can clearly evaluate your current existing accounting setup. So the next thing is the items. Basically in the Zoho Books, whether it is a services or whether it is a manufacturing, Zoho Books will support both the different type of business types. Like if it is a manufacturing, it will support as a goods. If it is a services, items is related to services, it will support as a SAC code. So this will helpful for your generating invoicing thing as well as a different thing. So you can create a item with a different type, like whether it is a goods or service. You can enter the name of the thing, and you can enter the sales related information. What is the sales rate for this item? What is the purchase rate for this item? As well as you can enter the chart of account related this impact. And whatever the information here we are entering, this can be modified when you are raising the transaction. The sales rate, if you enter as 1,000, but in the invoice level, if you want to modify this one to as a 1,500 like that one, you can modify that values. So this is the master data setup, like item creation. So the next thing is the sales. Basically, Zoho Books will offer as a sales and purchase as a different session. In the sales, you will get as a customer invoices, these related payments as well as a credit. So the first thing is the customers. Basically, whenever you are doing with your customer, first you need to create your customers. This is the master data one-time setup on this one. So for creating the customers, we have a plus symbol is there. So if you click on the plus new, it will open the customer creation page. Basically, in the customer creation, we have a two types. One is a business, or other one is a individual type. So what type of customer you have creating, you can select on this one. You can enter the company name. If it is a business, we can enter the company name, and the display name is the mandatory. So this will be printed in the invoices level. You can enter the email address of your customer. Currently, I am in India region Zoho Books edition. So that's why it is showing as a GST treatment. So here it will offer the different type of GST treatment, like registered business regular, unregistered, overseas consumer. Based on this one, the tax things will be impacted in the while raising the transaction. So I can select whatever the required based on the customer GST treatment. I can select the required one. If I select the GST regular, I need to enter the GST number of the customer. So this is especially for the India edition. If it is in a UAE edition, this thing will be different. The tax thing will completely depends on VAT related thing. Along with the this tax information, we have a currency option is there. So the base currently we can enter the different base currency for that customer level and opening balances of that customer. We have a address information also. We can pre-fill this information. What is your customer address, billing address, shipping address? You can enter those information. We have another session like a contact person, custom field. This is the additional information you can register under the customer. Once you save the customer, the page will be looks like this one. So this is the customer page, overall customer page. If you observe, we have a top called as a receivables. As a customer, you will raise the few invoices. So there is some payments you will also be received. So the information will be shown under as a outstanding receivables. How much you need to receive from your customer. This is about your invoicing aging, and how much unused credits. Like if you record the payments, but those are not applied to the invoice, will be sit under the unused credit. So you can apply those credits against the invoice, and you can reconcile the customer thing. It will show other information, whatever we enter in the customer level, it will show the basic information along with the timeline. Whatever the changes happen for this customer, it will show all the related information in this overview tab. The next main thing is the transaction. Basically we have a different transaction tabs is also there. If you want to know for this customer what are their exact transaction, whether it is a invoices, customer payment, it will show all the related transaction for this customer. We have a mails option is there. If we send any mails to the customer, it will show under this mail section. Another one is statement. Basically the customer wants the statement of his current last previous year statement. Then you can apply the filter like as a previous year. It will show all your previous year related transaction. So you can share this statement directly. You can print this statement, or you can export in a PDF format, or otherwise we have a directly send email option is available directly from the Zoho Books. You can do any of in these three. You can do any of this one. And also one more feature is available in the customer is, as earlier mentioned, portal. So configure customer portal is nothing but whatever we are doing manual interaction. I mean by using of emails, we are doing like sending emails, like invoicing those things. Instead of to avoid those one, we can configure the customer portal. So the use of the customer portal will be like so they can see all the related transaction in their portal, and they can check their statement, and they can pay the amounts those things directly from the portal level. So it will help it will not miss any other old invoices or other any aging things. It will show all their related information. So this is about the customer page. After the customer thing, we have a sales order thing is there. In the sales order level, first you need to click on the plus new. There is a bulk import option will also be available in the Zoho Books. Like if you have if you are migrating from one system to the another system, then we have a import sales order option is also available, where we need to prepare some CSV files to importing on this one. This importing feature is available for all the modules: customer, sales order, invoices, payments received in the Zoho Books. So I can click on the plus new. First now I need to enter my customer name. So whatever the ASO I am raising, I need to enter my customer name. After entering the customer name, it will show my all related information. Whatever the information we entered while creating the customer, it will show. If the information, if you want to modify, you can modify in the transaction like if you're the billing address, whatever we entered is the different, then we can add that new billing address, new shipping address, as well as if customer is registered, then we can enter as a GST treatment those one. And we can set up the S4 number. This information is the standard information is currently available. If you need more fields on this S4 level, we can create those fields. After that one, we have a item. So you need to raise an S4 with the item. So we need to select the item related for this one. Okay, so it will populate whatever the information I am providing in the item level. It will automatically populate that service, whatever the SCSE code we provided. So for example, service for, okay, like this one, you can enter the quantity rate. The calculation will be automatically will happen in the Zoho Books. So we need to enter the quantity and rate, and the tax calculation will also be automation. So it will show in the below this CGST and SGST. This is in a India edition. Like this one, as we mentioned, for the different edition, the tax will be setup will be different on this one. So we have a discount applying on this S4 level, as well as the TDS, TCS things we can apply on this one. So this way you can create an SO. From SO, we can raise the invoice directly. Like we have a convert to invoice option is there. From whenever after SO is created, you need to raise the invoice. For this one, we have a direct option called convert to invoice. If you click on the convert to invoice, it will provide whatever the information I entered in the SO level. It will automatically fetch my information like SO number, my customer name, my customer GST treatment, and whatever the items I entered in the SO level, sales order level, it will automatically fetch here. So I need to enter how much quantity I have received and whatever the rate on this one. So here I can save as a draft. So here I have an option to send invoice. So if you want to share this invoice with your customer, you can send this invoice like email format. Otherwise, if it need to impacting in accounting, you can click on as a mark as a send. So then the status will be updated as a send. So the status is a real time, and once the status is updated, this is for accounting purpose. So a JV will be backend posted with the account receivable and respect to your chart of account. So this will be helpful to you to maintain P&L immediately. So this is the real-time reporting posting. This is the template format is currently is available in Zoho Books. So if needed, we can modify this custom template on this. And once the aging is passed, the status will automatically updated to the overdue. Like for example, there is some invoices overdue by 1 day, so the aging is over exceeded, so that's why the status will automatically uploaded into the overdue. So for an invoices, you can record the payment. So the invoices creation is done. Once you receive the payment, you have a option to create the payment. So if I click on the record payment, it will open my recording payment page. So here I need to enter how much amount I received from this customer. So whatever the amount you received, you can specify that amount. If it is a TDS is there, you need to specify that TDS amount. If it is a no TDS, you can specify. By default, this option will be selected. And you need to mention this amount is deposited to which type of account. So currently I created a one ICICI bank, and a payment mode is the bank transfer. So this way you can do the manual payment entry. Once I record the payment, so if you observe, my payment received is the for an invoice. For this invoice, if you observe, payment received tab is created for 150, and balance due will also be modified. So the due is the 150 rupees. It will automatically post, and respective JVs will also be adjusted based on the payments made. So this is about the sales order, invoice, and payment received. There is a one scenario you need to raise a recurring invoices. So like a rental payments, like those things. For this one, Zoho Books will offer as a recurring invoices. In this recurring invoices, you need to set up the repeat. When you need to set up this recurring, whether it is a weekly generation of invoice, whether it is a monthly, 2 months, 3 months, quarterly, or half-yearly. If I select as a monthly, I need to specify what is when it need to be started, when it need to be ends. If it is there is no experiments, it will trigger every time. If there is any specific end date, like if it is based on the contract, if it is a 1 year end date, you can specify that 1 year end date on that one. So then you need to specify whatever the exact invoice amount you can specify on this one. So then every month on this particular date, an invoice will be generated. So based on, there is no need of manual creation on this one. Then you need to review this one and you need to approve that invoice only. So it will reduce your most of the efforts to create the recurring invoices concept. This is about the recurring invoice. One more thing is available in the Zoho Books is the credit note. If the customer is rejected the invoices with the specific reason, whether the services is not meted or there is any modification in the invoices, you need to raise the credit note on this one. So for raising the credit note, you will select the respective customer on this one, and it will show automatically the related invoices. If I selected one customer name, it will show all related invoices. So I need to select whatever the related invoice and it will show my invoice date. So I need to specify the reason for the rejection, whether it is a sales return. These are the different options is available. So I can mention those points and I can raise the credit note against the invoice. Then our accounting will be adjusted based on the credit note raised. So this is about the sales level. So by following on this method of the sales, you can track most of your invoicing things and as well as the payment received thing. So here for especially for India edition, we have a e-invoicing concept is also available. From Zoho Books directly we can integrate it with the e-invoice portal. From here only you can generate the IRN thing. As well as one of the future is available, digitally signature is also available in the invoicing thing, as well as the approvals is also available for this one. So coming to the next one, purchases. So in purchases tab, we have a vendors. So first you need to set up with the master vendor data. As I mentioned earlier, we have a two options, whether we can create a vendor one by one, or if it is a bulk vendors need to creation, we can upload in a Excel sheet. For creating of the vendors, just you need to click on the plus new. You need to enter the information, their display name, their GST related information, their billing and shipping address information, as well as if you have a bank details, you need to enter those bank related information. You need to enter for a vendor. So the vendor page will also be looks similar to the customer page what we have seen earlier. Like it will show payables tab. Previously we saw the receivables tab for the customer. Now you will get the payables tab and outstanding payables, how much you need to pay, and as well as the unused credits you need to show that one. And also there is a transaction tab as well as a statement is also you will get on this vendor tab. This will be mostly similar to the customer. And we have a tab like a vendor portal will also be is available in this vendor portal on this one. The next thing is the expenses. If you want to record a expense like traveling expenses, reimbursements, whatever this one, the expense object is available in the Zoho Books. So we have other object called Zoho expenses is there. By using that one also we can sync the expenses, or otherwise if it is a straightforward expenses, you can directly create the expenses in Zoho Books. For creating the expenses, first you need to select whatever the related expense account, and you need to specify the what is the amount on this one, how you paid this one. So it will show all your related, mostly the bank and cash is the major one. It will show whether if you paid through the petty cash or not one. So if you based on this one, it will create the expense for this one. Okay, so this way the expense will be created on this one under the petty cash, and automatically once you save this expense, automatically it will post on a JV. For matching all your P&L report, balance sheet, those things, it will automatically post a JV with the petty cash as well as the bad debt. So this is about the expense creation. After this one, we have a PO rising. So if you want to raise any PO related to your vendor, you need to click on the plus new, and you need to specify your vendor information, and you need to specify your delivery address, whatever the delivery address, and this is the remaining information. Along with this one, we can add few more fields based on your payment terms, justification, remarks. Those, if you need any other information, we can create those custom fields. And you can specify the item related information, whatever the item you have, you can specify that information, and quantity tax you can specify in the PO level. Once PO is created, you can raise the bill. Currently, all the POs are raised as a bill. That's why it is showing as a closed and billed status. You can raise a bill with PO or without PO on this one. So like I can create a new bill. Here I can select my vendor name. I can give the bill number, whatever the bill number and bill date. The remaining information like whatever the item details as well as the COA, what are the chart of account it is impacting. I need to specify the chart of account quantity rate. So the tax will be I mean whatever the selected tax in this one, it will automatically populate the amount on this one. So here we have a tax TDS thing is also there. These are the standard TDS is currently available in the Zoho Books. If you need more TDS or if your TDS customization is there, means we can do some managed TDS things we can do and we can calculate on this one. If it is a discount on any item level is there, you can select those related items on that one. The percentage will automatically calculate on this one. The tax is also discount account you need to specify on that one. Okay, so this is the bill on this one. Basically you will receive this vendor bill and you need to make the payment for this bill for mapping on this one. So for this one we have a object called payments made on this one. If I click on the payments made object, I can select my vendor name. Whatever the vendor name I need to select, I need to enter the full amount. So actually it will show all the my full amount. This 26,000 is the my pending amount on this one. I can enter the remaining amount. So these are the my open bills. So there are the 3 open bills available for the particular vendor. So it will automatically split the bill amount. If you observe, first it will fetch it from starting. I mean, it will apply the amount from starting onward, first bill to the last bill. The remaining amount will be shown like this one. So I can save this payment. Then automatically the related bills will be closed on this under this payment made. If there is any rejection from your end, I mean if you rejected any bill, then you need to raise a vendor credits to nullify your accounting on this one. So this is the purchases and the sales object. Then another main object in the Zoho Books is the banking. Still we have done the rising of the transaction, but Zoho Books will offer integration with the most of the banks. So you can integrate your banks with the Zoho Books. It will automatically fetch the transaction related. If it is not there, we have a import statement option is also there. So you can import the transactions statement, bank statement into the Zoho Book, and you can do the reconciliation. Previously, I shown the transaction map payments everything in a manual way. Instead of that one, from directly banking also you can do the related payment. Like we have it 5,000 is the withdrawals is this one. So it will show my possible. There is a possible matches as well as the categorized manually. If there is any particular 5,000 related bill is there, it will automatically show as a possible matches. If it is a not there, if it is related to any expense, these are the different categorization manual options is available for the banking section. So you can do this one. There is an option for multi-select and matches things also is there. We can select multiple transaction in one go and we can select we can apply this to our transaction. So this will reduce your efforts to reconciliation and it will make your banking as well as Zoho Books as a up to date. So you can identify any differences is there in your accounting or not. You can clearly get that information. So in a bank dashboard, it will get the information about what is your cash in hand as well as the bank balance. So this will give clear picture about whether the banking thing is happening, reconciliation is proper or not. Another one is there is a for India edition we have a invoice concept as well as the e-way bill concept, and GST filing reports is also available for especially India edition related. If it is a UAE edition, we have a VAT related reports will be generated according to their edition. Another thing is we need to there is some adjustment for end of the year foreign gain exchange losses. We need to post a few journals on this one. So Zoho Books will offer as a manual journal concept. Here I can create the manual journal with the notes and whatever the chart of account, debit and credit I need to post on this one. There is some like depreciation related manual journals will be there. So every month you need to post on that one. So to post those things instead of manual entry, there is a automation like recurring manual journal. So it will automatically post your journals manually I mean, on that particular date, you can set up on this one. It will post in a draft stage. You need to make it as a mark as a send. There is a chart of account for any accounting. The chart of account setup is a mandatory in this one. You need to while after setting up the Zoho Books, we need to import or we need to create the COM manually in the Zoho Books. There is a transaction locking feature is available in the Zoho Books. It will helpful to you restrict the other users to modify the data. If your audit is completed, if you don't want to modify the existing data, then we can apply this transaction locking for existing transaction. So then it will restrict users to modify any existing data. One of the key feature, one of the better feature is available in the Zoho Books is the reporting. There is this multiple reports is available, standard reports is available in the Zoho Books. The primarily the profit loss report, balance sheet, cash flow, trial balance. So this will helpful to you as an organization level. You can know the clear information about your organization information, whether it is in a profit or whether it is in a loss based on your transaction. You can get clear idea. Not only this report, we can get the sales related report. Sales by customer level we can get on this one. If it is a manufacturing or item related industry, if you need the inventory evaluation, you can get that inventory related reports is also there. And we have a aging reports is also like customer aging report as well as a vendor aging reports is also available directly in the Zoho Book. These are the standard reports. If this standard reports is if you need more customization of reports, by using a Zoho Analytics also we can generate those related reports on this one. So this is about the Zoho Books demonstration. These are the main key features is available on this Zoho Books. Okay. Yeah. So now coming to our presentation.
Thank you, Naveen.
Yes.
So yeah, let's now look at some of the Zoho Books use cases which are there. Some of the very important use cases. I mean, these are not all the use cases, but a few of the use cases that we thought we can highlight actually. So one is like invoicing and the payment automation for service related businesses. It can be done for any business, but typically in service related businesses where you have the recurring invoices, in such kind of cases, like it reduces your manual billing effort. We also have a billing solution in Zoho Finance applications, which is called Zoho Billing, and that can be used again, like in case you are a SaaS company, you have products and you want to bill your products on a recurring billing, like a monthly billing or annual billing basis. You can even use Zoho Billing module actually for that. So invoicing and payment for product companies, for services companies is one of the very good use case actually for Zoho. The other use case is related to tax. So your tax reports for any kind of businesses for your accounting purpose, you can use Zoho Books for that. It's very, very popular use case. Most companies who use Zoho Books also use it for generating their tax related reports or even to comply with the tax related requirements. The next is related to the order to cash process. So typically for a retail company or for an e-commerce company, for any trading company actually, so in case you are using online stores like Shopify, WooCommerce, then you can sync your online orders with Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory, and you can completely track. Even on Zoho Inventory, you can track your fulfillment, you can manage your stock levels, etc. And not only this, you can even integrate it with the platforms like Amazon and all actually. With these you can integrate, and you can have your entire process integrated there with accounting also in the back end actually. If you are like into a distributed and remote teams, then in such kind of case, like you can manage your expenses, you can submit your expenses, you can categorize those expenses, you can have a workflow which can help you approve those expenses, all done from the mobile devices. You don't need for your remote team to use like laptops or something. They can use mobile devices. They can scan their bills those scanned bills can automatically create the transactions. It will read the bills, it will create with a lot of accuracy, it can create those transactions. In fact, this is one of the very, very popular feature of Zoho Expense, as well as you have this scanning bills feature available in Zoho Books also, where you can upload the images or you can upload the attachments and it will scan those bills automatically. You don't need to manually enter those bills actually. And then you have the project-based billing for the IT firm, for the consulting firms, wherein you have your team logging your billable hours on Zoho. So it can be in Zoho projects or it can be in any, in Zoho Books itself actually. And you can raise the bills to your customers. Not only raise the bills, you can also track the project-wise expenses and you can monitor the project-wise profitability from within Zoho. We have the next feature, which is like use case, which is there actually is related to your payroll and employee related reimbursements. So you can use Zoho Payroll, another Zoho Finance module, which is there actually that integrates with Zoho Books. So you have your salary payments, deductions, etc., all syncing from payroll to books. You can track the complete, reimbursements, bonuses, payroll very, very accurately. And multi-currency accounting for global companies. So depending on if you're transacting in multiple currencies, you can want to track your foreign exchange rates, etc., and generate report to comply with these global accounting standards. You can use Zoho Books for that actually. And last but not the least, again, the financial reporting, which is there for your leadership and stakeholders. So you can create your customized dashboards. You can create your analytics related reports, dashboards, both using Zoho Books, as well as you can integrate it with the Zoho Analytics solution that will help you in terms of giving you real-time insights and visibility on not only how your business is doing, how is the cash flow. You can also look at profitability. You can also look at budget versus actual, etc. On this. So these are some of the important use cases that we thought would be important to you. And in case you're not already using these, if you're using Zoho Books, if you're not already using it, you can definitely use it. And as I mentioned earlier, like Zoho Books or Zoho Finance applications are very modular. That means you can use just accounting feature, you can use just inventory feature, you can use it only for billing and invoicing, you can use only for expense tracking. So that way it's very, very modular, that application we have actually. So even if you are using, say for example, a large ERP and you want to use Zoho only for expense tracking, you can use only Zoho Expense for expense tracking. We can integrate it with your ERP and you can use it that way actually. Or on the other hand, we have seen in many cases companies are using, say, even QuickBooks, but for billing purpose they are using Zoho. So you have Zoho billing solution where they do their SaaS billing actually, and then that is integrated with Zoho with QuickBooks, or even for that matter other ERPs, whether it's SAP or you're using Dynamics, it can be integrated there because it's an API first solution what we have. Next slide, please. These are, since I was talking about the integration, so these are some of the key integrations that are available with Zoho Books. So on the left hand side, as you can see, within Zoho ecosystem, we have integrations available with CRM. When you integrate with CRM, your sales teams will have visibility on, okay, for this customers, what are the invoices, what are the open receivables that they need to get, actually how much business we got from which customer. They will have a complete visibility to that actually. In case of Zoho inventory integration, you can completely do all your inventory transactions. You can have those inventory transactions posted into books right from there. Zoho Expense is another solution I was talking about. You can track your expenses and they can be posted into Zoho Books. Zoho Projects is used by professional services company to track their project related expenses, timesheets. They can raise their bills, and after the bills are raised, that can be posted into Zoho Books. Similarly, we discussed about payroll. all payroll can be processed in Zoho Payroll, and then it can be pushed into Zoho Books for accounting purpose. And Zoho Analytics finally help you create larger reporting and dashboards. So it is integrated with Zoho Analytics as well. So these are some of the applications where the integrations we have showcased here. There are a lot more applications within Zoho ecosystem which is integrated with. If you look at outside Zoho integration, outside Zoho ecosystem, the other possibilities for integration include the payment gateways, whether it's a Razorpay, Stripe, PayPal, or Square, what you're using actually. You can integrate it for automatic payment collection and reconciliation. You can integrate with e-commerce platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce, or you can even use APIs for any third-party connectors. This will help you sync your orders, invoices, and inventory in the real time actually. You can integrate your documents. We can pull your documents from G Suite, Microsoft 365, Zoho Work Drive, etc., to manage them in one single place. You can do integration with tax filing related platforms for local compliance. That is very much possible. And finally, because it's an API first solution, there is Open REST API which is available that can be used to build very secure integrations with any other systems, including the ERP systems or any third-party tools, or even your company's legacy systems actually. Next slide, please. Let's now look at two of the success stories that we have, from Dhruvsoft. The first one on the left-hand side that I would like to very quickly cover, and then we'll take up the question and answer. This is our last slide. So very quickly, this was for an IT services company which provides their services, to clients outside India, typically North America. And that's where we help them with Zoho Books and Zoho CRM implementation. That has helped them with centralized lead tracking and deal tracking in CRM. And at the same time, they've done seamless invoicing, expense tracking, and financial reporting in Zoho Books. So this basically helped improve the interdepartmental collaboration within the sales team and within the finance team, and there is good data consistency which is there actually. So this project has helped company improve the visibility on their entire business, their decision making. It has increased the efficiency across both sales and finance functions. So this was where we have implemented both Zoho Books and CRM, and we are continuing to work with them to add additional custom features, which they are looking for actually. The other example I would like to give is for a tax consulting firm. They themselves were using Zoho Books. So for them, we have migrated them from QuickBooks to Zoho Books. And not only that, after migration, we have set up their entire accounting and compliance related processes. So for automated invoice generation and the payment tracking for multiple clients, the GST and TDS in India, the streamline tax compliance is done actually. So one of the key, advantage that they have received after implementing is getting greater accuracy, faster billing cycle, etc., which was there. And then most important was they had almost 10 years data which was migrated into Zoho Books actually. So these are two success stories that we want to highlight for today. Next slide, please. So we are now open for question and answers. There are some questions that were already asked actually, so we have answered them online, but I would start with those questions first. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate in writing in the Q&A box here. The first question that we have is, in a service org, can we put invoice as a percentage? So what the answer is you can not put this as an out-of-box solution. Invoice as a percentage is not there actually. But in case you're looking for the same kind of solution, we can customize it actually. So there are some customization options which are available and it can be customized. Another question that is there actually is related to payment voucher. So it is asked that payment voucher sometimes need to take physical signature, and in that payment voucher received by and approved by like that. You want only the print option. So again, like if you want only the print option, we can give you a custom button for the same. It will require a customization, but it's an easy customization, and that will give you a print option. You can print it and you can sign it in case you want to scan it and upload it back. That can be done. Alternatively, we can also use some of the e-signature kind of options that are there, that can be also used actually along with this. So you don't need to manually sign it actually. If you have any other questions, please keep on writing in this. The next question is like, is Zoho Books compliant completely with the tax laws in India, like GST, TDS, or e-invoicing? Yes, very much. That's what we have previously also told, that Zoho Books is fully compliant with GST, TDS, and it also includes features that help you do the e-invoicing with a click of button. So you don't need to do anything. You don't need to download or upload it. It's just a click of button. You can upload it. You can even create e-way bill very easily with the help of Zoho Books. You don't need to log into any other third-party system. Right from within Zoho Books, you can actually handle all these transactions actually. Let me look at the next question. Right, this is related to something similar we have seen before, like how we can attach the receipts. So yes, we can attach the receipts in Zoho Books. We can log the the expenses. We can categorize, and the very important feature is that you can scan them actually. We have one more question that has come up. Can we customize Zoho Books to get a division-wise and class-based reporting? We use this option QuickBooks earlier to give example. SAP is a division, and then it has a class of SAP HR, SAP FICO, etc. Naveen, is this question something you can take up and answer?
Yeah, actually we can use the reporting tags for this department and cost center. So we can create the reporting tags, the required thing. So the reporting tags will be useful for this in the profit loss report and other remaining reports.
Thank you, Naveen. So we can use reporting tags for that actually. And the next question that I can see here is about the UAE corporate tax. What can we do about that actually? And absolutely, for UAE related tax compliance, we have a separate Zoho Books environment edition, which is there for UAE and Middle East related it. And for a specific taxation purpose, we have few reports that are available. And additionally, we can do minor customizations so that you can comply with the corporate tax related to UAE. So this is another question that we had actually. This is, I think we have already overshot the time. Can you move to the next slide, please? So hello everyone, once again, in case you want us to connect with you and you want any specific project, even if you are already using Zoho Books and you want to do some customization in Zoho Books, or you want some help related to Zoho Books or any Zoho applications, including finance applications or non-finance applications, we are available. You can schedule a discovery session with us. This is a no obligation, no charge, no free discovery session that we can do with you. And our team, including Naveen, will come on call and understand your requirements, and we can propose, if whatever is possible, propose you as a solution. So please note down our contact details. You can contact us, or you can reply back to the the email which you have received for this webinar. You can even reply back to that. So thank you everyone for joining this webinar today. We want to say goodbye to you, good evening, or whatever region you are in. Thank you very much. We'll be concluding this webinar.